gonna get this lackluster reunion in season
Ooh,
out the way.
child.
Nothing happened. Nothing happened unless it's something that y'all can recall. The guys came out, and what I did not care for with this reunion was the different types of apologies that was getting thrown out before we could really address stuff. It was really like,
Yep.
like it was just automatically,
Couldn't talk about
I'm
nothing.
sorry. Yeah, I'm sorry. Like
Mm-hmm.
with the Marlo calling out Todd, saying whatever stuff about him when Todd was getting ready to address it. Marlo did so much fucking apologizing this whole
Yep.
reunion. So by the time we got to part three, it was like, girl, just shut up. Like, just be quiet. We already know you fake. You gonna say one thing and you gonna do another because that's just how you is. You got Sonya husband
Sonya.
sitting up there. As soon when he talk about the situation, Kenya immediately, and I want to let you know I apologize about that. I don't think that you're a monster. You're gonna attack me. Like all of these
Mm-hmm.
apologies. I was just like, girl, why did y'all do this to us? And it
Even
makes me
Sonya
wonder
apologizing
how.
to Kenya,
Yeah,
where it was like, "Oh no, I don't think you
exactly.
used." It was like, "Oh," and then even further, Marlo apologizing to Candy for saying that she was fucked out.
Yes.
That I waited all season to for Sheree and Marlo to be held accountable for that conversation where they talked about her like a dog, and nothing.
Nothing. And that's what this reunion gave. Nothing.
Outside of that, it annoyed me that they
Mhm.
said that Drew turned around and told Sonya, "You gonna stop calling me a fucking liar," like straight to her face. They had security had to kind of come and get in between them for a second. They had to calm it down, and it was in the preview. Remember, because Drew was flipping her hair in Sonya's face, and
Oh
they
yes, I
never
remember
showed
the
us
flip.
that, and they never
They
I
showed
did.
us
thought I
any of
was
that.
tripping.
I thought I was
Yeah,
tripping
We
they
never
too.
never
saw
showed the
the hair
flip.
flip in the
They
episode,
never
right?
showed it in the episode. They cut it all out, and I don't know why. And it's annoying as fuck because it was boring. And I'm wondering why y'all will cut out a confrontation that did not turn into a physical altercation. It could have got close, but so what? Y'all have shown worse shit. So it's annoying to me that this reunion actually had something that could have been talked about and nobody talked about it. They didn't show it. And if it wasn't for Candy saying it on Speak on It, we would have never found out about it. So the reunion was whack and lackluster, and I don't understand why.
And I'm so disappointed because the set was beautiful. I thought that was a really nice set for them to have that
Mm-hmm.
water and stuff. And I'm just like,
Mm-hmm.
how y'all come with this really good set and then y'all got this really dry ass
The best part
reunion?
was Ralph. And the best part was
Yes.
Oh, and
Ralph to
then
me.
him and all this apologizing, he did too. When he gonna be a mess come next season.
It was funny to me that whenever Andy asked him, "Did you fire the assistant?" Drew turned around and looked at Ralph as if she didn't know if he fired the assistant or not. That was funny as hell. He had all the right answers to everything. And then also, I died laughing when he was like, "There's three reasons why a kid should be adopted. Either the dad is deceased, the father doesn't want to be in his life, or He didn't know what the third answer was. And that to me told me everything I needed to know. It wasn't that Josiah's dad didn't want you to adopt him. It wasn't that you wanted to wait until Josiah could tell you that. You have other reasons that you just haven't talked about, and Drew doesn't want to pry. So y'all not gonna play in our faces like y'all's communication is just top tier. It's just a simple fact that Drew's not asking the questions that she actually want answers to. She don't want the answers to be
She
real.
don't.
She
I'm
don't.
about to say she just wants to go along to get along. I think she feels lucky to have him.
Hmm.
And because of that, she gonna let, I mean, even the way he was apologizing to her, I was just kind of like, it's very manipulative. It doesn't feel true. Like for me, sometimes I feel like when men show you a certain thing, that's really who they are. Every
Mm-hmm.
other time when they not being that guy, that's that's them manipulating you. When they do certain things like that, watching you shit, that up and leaving for days without telling you, talking to you crazy in front of people, gaslighting you, all that shit, like that's emotional abuse to me. And to me, Drew even fights like somebody who is emotionally abused. Like the way she argues with the other girls and all of that, like it's almost like I have to focus on something else besides the issue arguing, which is so
Mm-hmm.
weird. Like every time her and somebody would get into it, she says some shit that's very common sense, like, but it has nothing to do with the issue. Like with the Sonya thing. Oh, well, I mean, you have to have the baby for him. You're the woman. Who else is gonna have the baby if not you? Like, girl, you know that's not the fucking point. Like, that's not the point. So for me, I just kind of feel like Ralph and Drew all together, like she act like a woman that's low key abused, and he act like a abusive pretty nigga that knows how to control himself in front of people, but in private, it's probably a terror, which is why her
Yeah, it
mama
was
was in that
scary.
house.
Seeing him
Right.
at that reunion was scary. The way he answered all those questions was scary to
He was
me.
on Sheree's ass. Do you hear me?
Mm. Even Sheree, that's the other apology, Jamie. Sheree apologized to Ralph for calling him gay
Oh,
and did
oh
not even really
yeah.
stand. She didn't stand on it. She didn't really admit to it, but she still apologized. Like, oh well, I don't know that about you. Well, girl, you used it. You weaponized it. But
Hmm.
yeah, nah. The whole thing was boring
Boring,
Boring.
boring,
Like I think
boring.
this could have been like one of the worst, one of the
yeah,
worst ones that they've had. Like, whoa.
ever,
Ooh,
Take it back.
sad.
Return to sender.
Please return. I don't know
ever.
what they could do better next season. They are saying some they may get some new people, but I don't know. I don't know what they can get better. I don't know if it was the storylines or if it's the cast that just doesn't necessarily flow. I don't know.
It's the
Terrible.
fact. I think it's the fact that they. One of the things I noticed is before the season started, they kept saying that they had a sisterhood and that they still talk after the show ended. That's
Mm-hmm.
what fucked it up because you could tell it was so much that had probably happened and interactions that happened once the show stopped filming that whenever they came to the reunion, nobody wanted that smoke. But to the viewers, it's like okay, but this is a whole different taste from where y'all left off before the reunion. So I felt like it was doing a disservice for all y'all. Not, it was a disservice, okay? I'm a messy bitch. I want to see y'all argue. I just have to say that. I don't want to see the gaps in time and be like, okay, so what did we miss? And that's all we got the entire time. Another thing, Saya, I'm getting tired of you saying that Cynthia Bailey is your damn blueprint. You and Cynthia Bailey are not the same. Nothing about y'all is the same besides the fact that Cynthia could move throughout the group easily.
You're thirsty.
Mm,
That's the difference. Cynthia was never thirsty. The only time she was thirsty was that friend contract. And that's just
Yeah.
not the same.
Yes.
mm,
You're not the same. Like,
and
be your
barely
own person. Be your own person. You're not the same.
be your
So
own kind of
hopefully next
housewife.
season, yeah, be your own kind of housewife. Hopefully the next season is good, but I mean, I enjoyed the season. It's just the reunion was like, y'all dead
Not
ass
catching.
wrong for making it
They better
three
not pull this with
parts.
Potomac. They did that some of that last season where they didn't show some stuff from the reunion. Y'all better not pull that with Potomac. Okay? Because if we see it,
Mhm.
we want to talk about it.